On July the 4th, downtown Nashville is going to be the site of Let Freedom Sing. It is a huge musical celebration, naturally. And this year, it's going to be touting the biggest fireworks show in Music City history. Pyro Shows has been creating these spectacular fireworks presentations for over 50 years. You probably have no idea how complicated it is to put one of these on. So here's a peek behind the curtain at how they make it happen.
A large fireworks show, like the one in Nashville, takes a lot of time, effort, and preparation, a lot of people. In fact, it may be a lot more complicated than you think. First, we talk to the symphony, and we try to pick out all the music that we need that matches the script for what we want to shoot for the sponsor, and pick out what kind of fireworks. Secondly, we may take our ideas from the script and then go to our computer and create a computer-generated image to see if we like what we see. If it passes inspection, it goes to the scripter. The scripter picks out the product that we're going to use, and the scripter sends it to the packing supervisor or coordinator. He decides where all those fireworks are and gives a packing order, a packing list for the people out in the field. Then it goes to the packers. The packers are in the magazines. Those are the buildings where we store explosives, and they've been approved by the federal government for what we use them for. So those guys are in the back where all of the explosives are, picking out the individual shells that will provide the best show we can do. Next, the paperwork is sent down to the shop where crew select all of the equipment that's going to be needed for each individual show. Other things are going on at the same time, such as preparing all the equipment, building the trailers that we would use, loading the mortars on top of the trailers, covering them for bad weather, and packing all of the electronics that we use to shoot the show. At the same time that's being done, our Human Resources Department is checking the credentials of all of the people who are going to be on the job site, because everyone has to be cleared by the federal government to handle explosives. All of that preparation is just the first act of a long story. We have 15 trailers, we have several box vans, a lot of people, a lot of trucks. They all got to go to the big show and start a 10-day preparation period. We work almost around the clock every day preparing for the big show. And then it's showtime. And there's nothing more American than a great fireworks show. I love it when a good plan comes together.
That is some fireworks. Please welcome to the show President and CEO of Pyro Shows, Lansden Hill. Lansden, welcome. It's good to have you here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's amazing how much there is in putting on a fireworks show. This one that you have coming up in Nashville, you've got to synchronize the explosion of all these fireworks with the Nashville Symphony.
It's a privilege. It's an honor. The Nashville show is certainly one of the largest and most prestigious shows in the country. And I think that one of the things that makes this show so different is the symphony, it's the skyline, it's the people. I think we do a pretty good job, too.
And you've done these at the White House. You've done them all over the world, Taiwan, the Middle East. But this is going to be a big one. But let's look at this stuff, because I'm trying to figure out, what have you got here?
Well, first of all, they're inert. We call them dummy shells, but, you know, it's because it's me.
So if we lit these up, it's not going to blow up?
I hope not.
I hope not, too. Oh, boy. Okay, yeah.
These are all samples of aerial shells. The smallest one is 3 inches in diameter, about the size of a baseball. Professional fireworks that are shot from mortars like these go up about 100 feet per shell inch. So the 3-inch shells go up 300 feet, 400, 500, 600, 800. The largest shell that we use on the Nashville show is a 10-inch shell. You can see it's bigger than a basketball. Mm-hmm. Will achieve an altitude of about 1,000 feet.
Wow.
And so part of the design process is to have aerial layering, so you have low fireworks, medium altitude fireworks, and high fireworks all at the same time, with the largest fireworks being the exclamation points. All of the choreography and deciding where the fireworks will be exploding is done by computer. But one of the things that makes this show so special is we are subordinate to the symphony. The symphony, if they play fast, we have to shoot fast. If they play slow, we have to shoot slow. So at the end of the day, the symphony is playing, the conductor is conducting, our people are following the score, and they're over with the symphony, calling the cues back to 8 of us that are inside a steel box that we call a bunker. We never see the show. Trust me, we feel it.
Oh, I bet
we
you
don't
do.
see it.
Well, I want to, first of all, thank you. And I got to tell you, I'm so impressed with how you do it, because if it were me, I'd load them all up in a big pile. I'd throw a match in there and I'd run like the Dickens is what I'd do. And I'd see one heck of a fireworks show all at one time. But I know our audience would like a more sophisticated show, and they can get it and learn more about Nashville's Let Freedom Sing. It's the July 4th Spectacular. You want to know more about it? Of course you do. Go to Huckabee.tv. We're going to connect you, but we won't line you up with the fuse.